Good morning, investors and traders, and welcome to our channel in which we discuss several different opportunities for you guys on a daily basis. We look at the equity markets, define certain different stocks, and of course define the support and resistance levels as well to a certain extent. And secondly, we look at the commodity market such as gold and oil and talk about the opportunities within these two, and then if they are going up, what are the reasons for them going up and what are the reasons for them to continue to move to the downside. Thirdly, we move into the forex market. We look at what is the opportunity in the forex market, what is the best pair for you to look at, and which way it is likely to move. More importantly, what are the reasons behind that particular movement which are likely to continue that trend. And finally, and more importantly, we look at cryptos. I talk about the major coins such as Bitcoin and Ethereum. This is what we will be discovering in this particular video as well. My name is Naeem Aslam. I come with 15 years of wealth of experience. During this time period, I have worked as a hedge fund trader for Bank of New York Mellon and as an equity trader with Bank of America. Now I work as a chief market analyst with AvaTrade. Now, if you haven't smashed that like button so far and you haven't smashed the subscribe button, please do so, because it not only helps us, but it also helps you, because it gives you the notification the moment that I upload videos. And on a daily basis, I upload 2 videos, one for slightly more sophisticated investors, which is your technical analysis, talking about the exact entry and exit points of the asset that is likely to see higher volatility. So from a day trading perspective, that is a really good material for you to look at and then focus on those levels that we define and then maintain discipline and then see if that fits your strategy. Now, in terms of today's stock market, because obviously this is a YouTube live session, and I do them on a daily basis, this is also an opportunity for you folks that you really ask as many questions as you can while I am with you for the next 2 or 3 minutes. Now, in terms of a stock market, I'm seeing the European and the US stock indices moving to the upside. Now, firstly, what is the reason for them? Because today is also the US inauguration, meaning the 46th president will take the White House, and that is going to be Joe Biden, as we already know. Now, the market is more positive because market believes that he is coming up with a lot of stimulus package. Now, if you don't know what stimulus package is, it is government's way of providing support to smaller businesses. And it has worked during the financial crisis in 2007, when the markets really rallied on the back of that. Rally means market really moved to the top, to the upside. And we have seen after that at few different occasions as well. Now, in 2020, the reason the market moved and surged to such a high level after the massive crash that happened in March last year was because of government and central banks policies. Now, today, the market players are still very much optimistic because of that, because the Treasury Secretary, Janet Yellen, also wants to spend big. We know that. And of course, the upcoming president is still very much of the mind frame that I wanted to provide more support to the businesses so that the US economy can revive. So all of this, what it really happened is that it's going to push the stock market higher. Hence, we are likely to see Dow Jones, S&P, NASDAQ moving to the upside. At the same time, I am a bit cautious and concerned about the current moves in these markets, because these markets are very much overbought, meaning that they have gone too fast. So for me, the best opportunity when it comes to the stock market is when I see a massive retracement. And that massive retracement with respect to the Dow Jones index, if we focus on the daily chart, which most of the investors will look at, we want the prices to come and then come close to the 50-day simple moving average. So once the price will come close enough to 50-day moving average, that could be your first opportunity. But of course, this is for those investors who do not like to take too much risk. Right now, the price is trading near its 20-day moving average, and that is also considered as valid entry point as well, but only for those investors who like to stomach a little bit more risk, who are comfortable in taking higher risk. So if you are a very much enthusiast and worried about getting involved into the market, you can, because the market is very close to its 20-day moving average, meaning it is not too much overbought, so it's not too much overpriced, so you can get into that market. So the same goes for the DAX and for the S&P 500 index as well. Now, in terms of a stock specific news, it is about Netflix, because the company came up with its earning report, and because of COVID, it recorded a bumper year in terms of a subscriber growth. Now, Netflix has a better balance sheet, it has better content, and the company is also thinking of share buyback, meaning it is going to buy its own shares, and that usually really helps the stock to move higher. This is what we've experienced yesterday as well, because in the aftermarket, when the stock market closes, the stock still trade for an hour or two. We saw when the earnings came that the stock moved higher, and we are expecting Netflix stock to really continue to move to the upside today as well. So keep an eye on that particular stock. In the currency market, now remember Janet Yellen, the Treasury Secretary, she said she doesn't want the dollar to become weak or to go weaker, because Trump wanted dollar to become weak, and hence we've seen massive slide. Now, since her comments, we've seen dollar has started to move higher. Hence, we are seeing euro dollar or sterling dollar or a dollar yen, they are all trading weaker against the dollar, meaning to be trading to the downside. Now remember, yesterday we seen a massive rally for the euro dollar as well, so that really kind of helped this situation, for traders to really trigger that stop loss, the profit taking. And now we are moving to the downside in terms of the euro dollar today. Now, in terms of an opportunity, the precise opportunity for the euro dollar, what I believe, let me just pull out the chart. Currently, it is trading at 1.21. So the battle is on the 50-day moving average. If it can stay above the 50-day moving average on the daily time frame, then we can say that yes, it will continue its journey to the upside. Now, in terms of cryptos, we are seeing the momentum. We saw Ethereum making all-time high yesterday, but Bitcoin hasn't moved massively to the upside. And because of this particular element, traders are worried that this move in the Ethereum may not continue. However, I do think that bulls are in control of the price. We may see retracement, but the fact is that door is open for Ethereum to touch the 1500 price level, or even go beyond that as well. But right now, a retracement could be very much on the card in terms of Ethereum. So just be cautious if you wanted to take any long position in terms of Ethereum, because prices are moving sharply to the downside today. Now, in terms of commodities, we are seeing, gold prices obviously retracing a little bit today, moving away from the highs that we've seen yesterday. We had 3 consecutive days of gain, and on the daily time frame, we have moved above the 50-day simple moving average, which is very positive in terms of a price action. Somewhere near 1844 could be where the support level is, or your entry price level could be in terms of that. Now, when I look at WTI crude oil, momentum is building in. Today is the 4th day that consecutively we have consistently moving to the upside. We are very much running into a resistance, which is 53.75 to 54. So careful of those price levels. That's all for now. Leave a comment here how you feel like about this video. If there were questions that you had in mind, feel free to put them. And once again, smash those subscribe buttons, because it can really help you and it can help us as well.